The inventor of the Lambeau Leap, Super Bowl champion, Pro Football Hall of Famer LeRoy Butler has been called a pioneer for his accomplishments on the football field. But in this story, we are looking at life before the fame, what he's overcome, and his work off the field as a changemaker. The location for this interview.
This is where I'm from. This is my DNA. This is my fabric.
Carefully selected.
This is an upscale to where I was raised.
2 chairs, 2 lights, in the middle of Blodgett Villas, a Jacksonville housing development on North Davis Street.
The other one was so bad as far as crime and poverty, they tore them down and built some new ones.
LeRoy Butler grew up in Jacksonville's inner city, in a single-parent home with his 3 brothers and a big sister he calls his hero. All of them shaped him.
This is Butler.
And although we were in poverty, I never knew what that word meant. I just knew you were poor. But my mom had me thinking I was rich.
As we looked back on his time before the NFL, Butler shared stories painting a picture of his will to win.
I was extremely pigeon-toed. My feet would turn like this.
His early childhood memories formed by rigid restrictions.
And they got to get them like this, and they just were not cooperating.
Doctors had to break bones in both of his feet at just 8 months old. By age 6, he wore leg braces and at times relied on a wheelchair to get around.
It was rough because you see other kids going to the Jefferson Street pool. I couldn't go. You see other kids running to the ice cream man with the ice cream truck. Couldn't do it. I had to tell my sister what flavor I want and pray she brings the right flavor back.
From the porch through a gate in his wheelchair, little LeRoy watched neighborhood kids play the game he loved.
And me and my mom had a plan. She said, okay, I'm glad you chose the NFL because the NFL is the ultimate team sport. Because I'm thinking, if I'm disabled or slow my whole life, 10 other guys can help me.
LeRoy would overcome his physical disability as a child and go on to help countless people beyond his teammates.
With his second interception of the afternoon.
As the first All-American at then Robert E. Lee High School, one of the 33 best Florida high school football players of all time.
And they're going to give it to him. Butler goes to the touchdown.
The creator of the Lambeau Leap, a Super Bowl winning strong safety enshrined in the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame and the Pro Football Hall of Fame, with a heart for giving.
And then my mom really brought it home. She says a hero or somebody great is when you volunteer or help people who you don't know. Anybody can help their friends and family, but did you help somebody who you don't know?
Bullied as a child, he now reaches out to youth with his Butler versus Bullying campaign, his Leap into Wellness Mental Health Summit, and he serves as an ambassador for changing homelessness here in Jacksonville. Why did you decide to be an ambassador for that group?
It was easy for me, Keitha, because when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you depend on the government and you have anxiety of feeding your kids, and that check may not come, you could be homeless.
He's been there, but found a way out, leaving behind a blueprint. Its details include writing your own headline.
But if you delay in writing it, they will define you. Be a leader, not a follower. But if you're going to follow, choose the right leaders.
And no excuses.
And don't use poverty because I didn't use it. Somebody is going to make it in your family. Somebody's going to make it in your community. Why it can't be you?
Wow. You know, LeRoy is so inspirational, but someone he kept on mentioning throughout the entire interview, his mother, Miss Eunice, she died in 2016, but she left him so much knowledge, clearly gave him so much hope to become what he did. And he's just an awesome person. So on November 7th, we do want to mention this. There is a telethon happening for changing homelessness that he serves as an ambassador for. It's going to be right here on our First Coast News. So all of you can give to our homeless population throughout that telethon. You'll learn much more about that as well.
The whole time the story's on, Keith and I are talking about how unlikely
yeah.
all
His
of
story
these
is amazing.
things that come together and have happened for LeRoy Butler, from the braces on his legs, the place he grew up, to going through high school in Florida State, and then
Yeah.
being in the Hall of Fame. It is absolutely incredible and belongs in Hollywood. That's a story that should be taken to Hollywood.
Definitely.